Nou dat julle die boek Die Krippelengel klaar gelees het en 'n bietjie lekker geoefen het aan vrae en antwoorde vir hierdie boek, gaan ons vandag lees of leer hoe om vir die eksamen voor te berei. Wat kan julle nou verwag in 'n eksamenvraestel van Die Krippelengel? Kom ons gaan kyk. Daar is 'n kontekstuele vraag wat in die vraestel gaan voorkom. Hierdie kontekstuele vraag tel gewoonlik uit 35 punte. So wat hulle doen, is hulle gee vir jou 'n uittreksel uit die verhaal. They give you an extract from the story. En dan vra hulle vir jou vrae daaroor, as ook uit die res van die roman. Die uittreksel is gewoonlik 200 tot omtrent so 225 woorde lank. So basically what this means is they give you an extract from the story and it's approximately 200 to 225 words. They then ask you questions. So it can be done in two ways. They either give you one long piece or they break it up into smaller pieces. And then questions are asked, and it can either be about the specific extract, but it can also refer to other parts of the story that refer to the extract that they give you. Right, what are you going to look at more specifically? Jy gaan begin om jou vrae of eerste die leesstuk baie mooi deur te lees. So lees hierdie uittreksel deur. Don't just skip through it, read it. Plaas dit binne die konteks. Put it within the context of the story so that you know where it fits within the whole of the story. Maak notas oor die karakters. Just jot down notes about the characters in this extract and in the rest of the story. Identifiseer die temas, identify the themes, and as we said, mostly poverty, armoede, rasseverskille, the racial differences, en dan Tina se soeke na identiteit. Right? And these are the main themes in Die Krippelengel. Identiteit. My apologies, we'll color this one in. Reg. Then you are going to read through the questions. Gaan lees dan die vrae. Gee aandag aan die spesifieke instruksies. Please note what they are asking you to do. Verduidelik. Are they asking you to explain something? Beskryf. Are they asking you to describe something? Hold on. Or are they asking you to quote something? And remember, when you quote something, you have to use aanhalingstekens. The next important thing that you need to look at is the marks. Kyk na die puntetelling van elke vraag. As die vraag 1 punt tel, gaan jy hom kortliks antwoord met 'n kort sin of 1 woord, depending on what they are asking you. As dit 2 punte tel, gaan jy 1 feit gee, one fact with a motivation, met 'n motivering. 3 punte vra vir meer as een feit. So now we want at least 2 facts met 'n verduideliking, with a motivation or an explanation. And if it's 4 marks, soek ons 2 aparte feite. So now we need 2 separate facts, each with their own motivation. So it will be 1 mark for a fact, 1 mark for another fact, 1 mark for a motivation, 1 mark for another motivation. And that gives you your 4 marks. Right. Wanneer jy antwoord, maak asseblief seker dat jy jou vraagnommer presies soos die vraag. And I cannot emphasize this enough. You have to make sure that your question or your answer sheet is numbered exactly the same as the question paper. Trust me, a teacher does not like looking for answers all through your answer sheet. So make sure that you write the numbers very clearly in the middle of the page where you can see it, and leave open a line in between answers. Right. Goed. Antwoord altyd in jou eie woorde, behalwe as anders gevra word. So always answer in your own words, except if they ask you to quote. Let op jou spelling en taalgebruik. Make sure that your spelling and grammar is used correctly. And then, probably the most important thing, skryf netjies. Right? You have to write neatly, because that makes the person that has to mark your paper very happy. Right. I want you to have a look at this next slide, and you can pause it on this slide, because these are the reference that I want you to have a look at. First of all, we have your prescribed book, and in the back of your book you will get examples of questions, and you will also find the answers there. This first link that I'm giving you here, and you have to type this into your browser, please. This is an example of a paper from Grey College that you can have a look at. It's also got the memo on the second link here. So please do the question paper first before you have a look at the memo. The last 2 bullets here, the first one gives you questions for all 15 chapters of the book, and the last one gives you the answers for these questions on all 15 chapters. I hope that you enjoyed going through this book with me. I look forward to the next one.